hop over live. Good evening. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome into another night of the late night shenanigans. Though I'm not sure what shenanigans I might need after watching the last show. They were definitely pulling some shenanigans on shirts, jerseys. I don't know what some of that stuff was, but there was some few good things. But definitely some local commentary from a couple people on the panel, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. Having fun, having good. Welcome in tonight, guys. Hopefully we'll have some more people here in a few minutes, and we'll come up with some shenanigans. But anyways, all right. But welcome in, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope everybody's having a great Friday night. Welcome to Memorial Day weekend. For those that are coming in, anybody that has served or has had family served in the military, thank you for all that your family has done and sacrificed. It's not just about the people in the uniforms. I will be doing a special Memorial Day service on Monday. I just got to finish putting things together. Welcome in, Jason Thibodeau. Has the nuttiness other place gone done yet? They were doing a good job. Green shirts. Got to admit, that last green shirt, that was one shirt I definitely agreed with Team Jen. I hope Team Jen won on that one. That shirt. Listen, I like all the Disney characters, but it was too plain, too spread out. So in that case, I had to go with Team Jen on that one. Nah, I didn't figure that. Hey, let them have fun over there as much as they want. We'll have some fun here. Everything's itching. Welcome in. Oh, let's see what we're doing. I think they're being. Yeah, you voted Team Jen too. I agree. I fully agree with Jen on that shirt. That shirt just was not. I don't mind green shirts, but that color green just didn't fit it. I mean, if the design of the pictures were a little bit better, um, I voted for you too, Jen. I voted Team Jen. I did not. I agree with you on the shirt. I mean, if the characters weren't so small and weren't spread out all over the place, I'd say maybe I would. Then I probably would have gone. Doug, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in to our good friend Monorail Molly. Um, Great. I do know that you guys had a good show tonight. That was though. I think you guys put a few. I think you guys brought enough shenanigans on the other show. I might be able to leave the shenanigans off for tonight because between you, Jen, Jennifer, and Pete, and Doug, I. Y'all brought enough shenanigans. I don't know if I need the shenanigans on here for tonight. Wow. But anyways, guys. Oh, I don't know. Let me see what's going on. I actually want to see what's going on with the Disney Cruise Line blogs. I want to talk more Disney Cruise Lines. Pete's pretty much covered all the merch and all that. So I'm going to hit it. We might take some look at some Disney Destiny artwork tonight. We might look at some more Disney villains tonight, guys. From deck 4. So I don't know about you, but definitely. So I'm trying to bring it up a little bit. We'll get to see a couple of artwork. And then there's John. Good evening, John.
Hello. Can you hear
How
me?
are you? Except the fact that you're dark.
I'm dark. You can't see me?
What is going on? Okay, I can see you on the streams, gotcha. But you're dark on my end. I wonder what is
Weird.
going on. I wonder if it has something to do because even Pete said something about he couldn't share out my stream tonight. Huh. Okay, what are you doing, computer?
Well, I have the stream on another tab and it looks okay, but can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
And I can see you on the stream. Everybody else can see. There you go. Now you popped in.
There we go.
It might have been, well, the connection's a little bit slow on mine.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like I said, I'm at right now. I'm still having to use that moderate connection, and it's not the best. David
All
T,
good.
welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
Hello, Jason, David T, everybody.
I don't know about you, but that show over there. I don't think we need the shenanigans. I think they brought enough shenanigans on Pete's show
You think?
to might maybe last us for the night.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, let's see. Molly dropped a few comments that got some head spinning. You know, there was a few others.
That's all right. That's her job, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure I had to drop any comments tonight to do some shenanigans.
Yeah, sometimes the shenanigans come to you, and sometimes you have to emit the shenanigans yourself.
Unless Debbie comes riding through here on a trash can, then we might be on to some shenanigans.
There you go.
But I don't know if she's found the motorized trash can yet or not.
Well, we got to work on that for the meetup.
There you go.
Yeah.
But anyways, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How was your week? I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
I don't know. Everything's still crazy. I'm actually trying to get everything else packed up to get ready for my move, and it's just been one thing after another. Work's been crazy. Kids got out of school today. No more kids for a few weeks.
Oh, they're done for summer?
Yeah. My school district that I work for, kids are done. Today was their last day.
Thank you, Mr. David T. I will check it out.
But first of all, let me congratulate you. Your shows have been killing it.
Thank
buddy.
you. It's been lots of fun.
See, and you were worried, and I told you would kill it, and you have been killing it.
You're right. I appreciate it. And you know, I consider it an experiment. It's a test of a test, and we're a niche of a niche, and as long as we're having fun, that's all that matters to me.
There you go. And all I know, I mean, the one thing I do know is that my thing is that we're going to continue to push you out, continue to do that. So as soon as my mods get it, as soon as I get some mods in here, I'll have them drop your link.
I think everybody in the chat knows where I am. I appreciate it, though.
Hey, I'm liking the fact that I got more people than I do mods. Hey, that's a good thing for tonight.
So we're going to tackle the Matterhorn bobsleds on Tuesday. So that should be fun.
Yeah, well, I've actually been working on a lot of things this weekend, and this weekend it'll be picking up. But
yep,
guys, I've been on a kick with the cruise lines this week. Obviously, I'm going to kick some more. I've got about 3 pieces of artwork I want to look at that are going to be off of the Disney Destiny. Because again, a lot of people, one thing that Pete's show brought up, a thing that they have been dropping a lot of stuff on the villain stuff.
Right.
Villain merchandise, everything.
Yeah, really ramping up.
And
do you think that has to do with the new land opening at some point?
The what?
Do you think that has to do with the new Villains Land opening at some point, or do you think it's related to something else?
I think it's because of the land is going to open. Eventually they're going to get the land open. But then I think part of it could be from the Disney Destiny 2, which let me bring. I got 3 artworks that I'm about to share here.
Oh, great.
And these are I've been on the cruise kick this week. I've done all my shows have been on. All right. Oh, there it goes. And of course, guys, we all know this one. That one, and these shows right here, guys.
Oh,
I
Nice.
can already tell you, we all know if you recognize this artwork, can anybody tell me what this artwork is from?
Well, I know where it's from. But that's just gorgeous. I love the lighting.
Yep, I guarantee you, oh, so that's the code word for tonight. Pete and Casey have no pants on. Okay, I knew that was coming. Listen, Neil, hello. So I know you know this one, John. Where do you think this artwork is from?
Well, it's from Snow White.
Exactly. And
But the artwork is gorgeous, though. I mean, the lighting is just perfect.
Yeah,
and the shadows on the wall, it's great.
Yeah, and if this is what the artwork looks like in the rooms or wherever they're going to place it, because obviously, Paul, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in, guys. Not So Scary Mary TV. Hello, hello, hello. We are going to be continuing on Molly's mom. Hello, Molly's mom. Welcome in. And it's a great hello, Pete McDavitt. Thank you for sending them over here, Pete. Great show again, guys. You guys have killed it over there tonight.
They always do Friday nights.
Awesome. I'm continuing on my theme for this week. It's been cruises because I know for me, Nanny Pooh Bear. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. So here we're looking at the artwork, and like John said, this is the preview of the Evil Queen. This is artwork that's actually going to be on deck 4. So I'm assuming this, if I'm reading it right, John, this is going to be artwork that's going to be hanging along the decks, along deck 4.
Yeah, that's just gorgeous. I would just hang out and stare at it for a while. It's gorgeous.
I mean, the people that do this artwork is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Debbie just came riding in on I think the small trash can, right, Debbie? Did you find the motorized one yet?
On the trash can droid?
That one was Scary Mary. Thank you. But yes, what we're looking, guys, here is, like John said, this is the Evil Queen's picture. It is deep. We're going to be taking a look at a couple of here. I mean, look at the details. That almost, to me, is a crisp, clear image of what it actually looks like in the animation.
I like the shadows on the wall. They're perfectly placed with respect to the candle. You see that? You see the shadow on the wall is just
the crow.
Yeah, I mean, if you draw a line from that to the crow to the candle, it's just perfect.
So I mean, I'm telling you, this is what I don't understand. You got artists that are doing this that work for Disney. Why in the heck can't they not do this for the films? I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous, John.
Yep.
Try to explain that to me. And this is stuff that they're putting on the new cruise ships.
Yeah, I don't know. But from what I heard, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of you, but I heard Lilo and Stitch had a phenomenal opening night last night. So.
No, we may talk about Lilo and Stitch. I actually kind of want to talk about Lilo and Stitch.
I won't get ahead of you then.
I didn't realize it was opening this weekend.
Yep.
Welcome in, and thank you guys for those that subscribe. Magical Mike, thank you. Welcome in, bud. All aboard with Blake. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Welcome in. Paul Ingold. Good to see you, buddy. And it probably is, Neil. It could be. But what kills me is you got all these artists that are like this, that are bringing pictures to the Destiny and even the Treasure. But look how clean. That's almost, if you had to put this scene, you could almost put this scene in animated movie, and it'd be almost crystal clear like that.
Yep.
That's what kills me about it. I mean, like you said, it's about the placement of the lines on and all that, and you couldn't get any better.
So I guess that goes to prove the evil queen was the original Walter White, huh?
That's what I would say.
Yep.
Neil says, blame the Toy Story. Yeah,
Toy
it
Story.
is. Toy Story. When Toy Story came out, I mean, Toy Story set a high standard bar. I mean, it did.
Bloom and
Richard,
cheese.
what's Richard doing on there? Richard, get your butt into the studio. Get your tail in the studio. I really
Pete,
need to get Mama D in here too. Jordan, hello, good evening.
Pete showcased Richard tonight on the. He just hit above 5K or something like that, or 500. I can't remember which.
500.
Yep.
He's over 500. I'm actually just I'm about 100 above ahead of him. We were neck and neck at one point, but I've actually come up with mine. If we could drop, can we drop Richard's link, John's link, Pete's link,
all the links?
If we can drop all the. Look at, what do you think of this one, Richard? This is some of the art that's going to be on the thing. I hadn't seen this. I've been on the cruise ships this week. Okay, Debbie. But if you guys can start dropping the links in for Richard, John, Pete, and the rest of some of these other things, give me 1 second, John.
No worries.
Let me send the link to Debbie. We'll get Miss Debbie on here. And if Pete wants to come join us, or Molly wants to join us, come hang out and let's cause some havoc. Hey, no problem, Richard. Hey, we'll get you back on one of these days. Because honestly, like I said, I know for me, I have actually been on the cruise thing. Okay, Debbie, the link is in the IG chat with me and you. So going back to
Friday before a 3-day weekend.
Yeah,
so I understand. Go ahead, Dave. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Get Jennifer Caruso to join in. Hey, if Jennifer wants to come join in, she's more than welcome. I mean, I'm talking about.
I didn't see Jordan there either. Hello, Jordan.
I'm already going to tell you guys this. I am going to tell you guys this now. Disney is going to be one of the cruises that I'm taking next year. There's no question on it. Now, the other one will either be MSC or Royal Caribbean. I haven't quite decided on those, but because I'm falling in love with the MSC America after Tinkerbell did a stream on it the other day, and then she dropped the video of them doing that speakeasy that's on there. Oh my Lord! Oh my goodness! Why are you sad, David T? Because I said one of my cruises is going to be Disney Cruise Lines, but you got to remember, I have how many suppliers do I have? I have to be loyal. I have to be loyal to all my suppliers.
Got to keep your customers happy.
That's correct. It's what my customers want.
Hey, happy early birthday to Jill. Hello, Jill.
Hey, Jill, welcome in.
It's Jill's birthday on Tuesday, I saw.
Yes, Jill's birthday on Tuesday. Molly's on Thursday, I think.
So I heard.
So Happy early birthday to Jill and Molly. Honestly, we definitely want to wish them that. So, all right. Now, I want to see if somebody can guess what the picture of this looks like. Does anybody know what?
Oh.
This is one of my favorite movies. I love this movie. It's an animated classic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I love this. Hey, Mama D. How are you? It's an animated. Oh my goodness. I love this. Oh, Debbie must have had to turn it. John. Yes, it's the Night Owls. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hello, Mr.
Now, who
John.
can guess what this artwork is from? I know this. I know this one right off. I knew it when I saw it. This is one of my favorites.
One of my favorites
animated. Too. Well, I know you would have known, Richard. The Crown gives it away. Exactly. I'm sure. John, I bet you probably knew that too. I'm betting.
Yep, it's one of my favorites.
Yep. Anybody that knows that crown was bigger than Prince John's head. Mama!
He was sucking his finger. Yep. How are you, Miss Debbie?
How are you? And how are you, Mama D?
Oh, I'm doing. It's been a long day.
It's been a long week.
Man, it's been a long week everywhere. I'm just thankful that I'm just glad school's out for us. Kids are on. But now, unfortunately, we get to start our summer work, which means 10-hour work days. Yay. Oof. But again, John, I mean, look, what do you think about this one, John and Debbie? I mean, again, the clear artistry that these guys do is just absolutely beautiful.
The colors,
yeah, it's very pretty.
The colors are very vibrant and they pop at you.
I think the first one had a little bit more spirit to it, I suppose. Yeah. But I like this one a lot.
See, I'm not a big scary.
Since this is going to be a draw. You know, that actually is a good question, Richard. I wonder if they're going to have like Prince John, because you know what? To me, he actually is an underrated villain. He really is a villain. Think about it. He was going to hang Friar Tuck just to get Robin Hood. Of course, it wasn't going to happen because Prince John never wins anyway. All he does is go, Mama!
You know, Walt from Mouse Talk, he recently did a bracket for villains. Did he feature Prince John on there? I don't know. I didn't watch it all.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I have to do the replays.
I don't know. I didn't get to catch all of them. I caught maybe one or two of the segments, but I didn't get to catch all of them.
Hey, John.
Exactly, Richard. He's the cowardly
get a chance to say hello to.
Hello, buddy.
Happy birthday, Jill.
Prince John, exactly, Jill. Prince John. But to me, I don't know what you guys think, but to me, is it just me, or does that movie should get a little bit more respect than what it did? Because to me, I thought it was a classic. I just love it. I mean, listen, I know Zootopia is good, but if I had to put Zootopia up against Robin Hood, Robin Hood's going to kick Zootopia's tail. I'm sorry.
Now, how much of that is colored by nostalgia, Dave?
You mean on the art?
No, just in terms of you have a lot of nostalgia about the original Robin Hood movie, so it's almost like the opposite of recency bias, right? Maybe you prefer the old stuff a little bit more than the new stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Here's my thing. I watched Zootopia. It's okay.
Sure.
And I mean,
it's a fun movie.
I will admit there's probably a little bit biasy because I am more the nostalgia type person, but I always try to keep an open mind on it.
Right.
and I tried to look beyond the characters and how the characters interacted and things like that. I just don't get that smooth flowing to me. And here's the thing, and I'm basing this on drama and music that I've done all the years through high school and junior high.
Yep.
When we do plays, things need to flow smoothly and transition smoothly. To me, Zootopia was like, it's like me riding on my zero turn, mowing the grass at school. I'm going like this.
Sure.
That is what Zootopia reminds me of.
Someone clip that. Goodness.
That's what Zootopia reminds me. Just a bump up and down. But
I get you. I get you.
Yeah, I think I'm with Dave. I'm with Dave because
Robin Hood is
classic.
More interaction between the characters in Robin Hood than there was in Zootopia.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know
point.
why. I don't know if it's because of it's hard for me to explain it. Maybe it's because of. I know it's a different genre. Let's face what it is. You're talking two different generations. But I just don't know if it was the writing or the way it was done. But it just seems like that Robin Hood had more smooth. It was more flowing and smoothing and connecting than Zootopia was.
Yeah, Richard has an interesting point there.
He does. Yeah, that is it. That actually is. I'm going to highlight that because that actually that actually is a good point.
And in fact, go on.
And he's right.
Yeah.
and
right.
To me, again, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks is one of those that, again, another one of those movies to me that are underrated because I love Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Okay, now that one I'm being biased because I've always loved Angela Lansbury. I loved her as a Murder, She Wrote. Angela Lansbury's done a couple of shows that I'm not going to lie.
I don't know if you know this, but on Robin Hood, they actually reused some scenes from Jungle Book. For example, not Prince John. Who's Robin Hood's friend? Little John. Little John was a bear like Baloo. So they actually copied the exact keyframes from Jungle Book in some of his dances and some of his movements. Yeah, see, they're in some interesting side-by-sides on YouTube.
This is an interesting question. I'm trying to remember what the king's name was on.
You mean Prince John?
The king's name from the king on the island of in Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Oh,
Trying to think or remember what that king's name was.
Was it no?
I hadn't seen Bed Knobs. Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
It's been a while since I watched that.
Yeah.
He was a lion, right?
Yeah, it was a king.
Okay.
It was a big lion. Yeah. Island of Misfit Toys. Oh, leave it to David T. I'm not sure you're in the right zone there, David T.
Misfit Toys. Hi, Kevin.
But someone mentioned Toy Story earlier, and Toy Story was truly revolutionary. I remember walking out of that theater thinking, okay, the world has just changed. The world of animation has had a seismic shift. And there are some things in society that they happen once. And once you pass that point, things are just not the same as before that point. Toy Story was one of those.
Ah, King Leonidas.
Hmm.
That was the name
I
of
need
the
to watch
line.
that again.
Which? Toy Story?
No, Bedknobs and
No.
Broomsticks.
King Leonidas was the king in Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
What's your third one, Dave? Do you have another one?
On the photo, yep, we're gonna move into this. But I do love the color. What do you guys think of the colors in this? I think
Oh, it's gorgeous.
they did a great job with the colors and like Debbie said, it's very vibrant, and I love the way they blended it in. And see, look, there's even the mirror he broke.
Hmm.
Now he's gonna get sent, Mama. And the third one that we get to look at, I think you might all get this one.
Oh, yeah. That one's pretty, though. Look at the colors.
I think that's what I looked it up. That's what they say. But I think you're right, Richard. I think in the actual movie, they only called him the king. Or they might have mentioned his name once or twice, but then just called him the king after that. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Does anybody recognize this? Where this art would come from?
Sure do. It's gorgeous.
Very nice.
Do you know where it's come from, Debbie?
I don't remember the movie too much, quite honestly.
Well, this is not actually from the movies. This is pictures or art that's going to be on the Destiny.
Oh, okay.
These are arts, but the renditions of they cover different movies. So
okay,
take a look at the picture real quick and see if you can actually take a look at everything, all the details, and see if you can guess it. John, I think already knows where it's from.
There's a big clue in the back. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, a big clue. If you look at one of the big clues somewhere in the back of the photo,
it's not the piano.
I know. I can't see.
I think they should. I think the king on the island of Naboo. Well, the king called it Naboo, but
is this from Aladdin? Is this from Aladdin?
Nope.
The what?
Aladdin.
Nope. Does anybody in the chat know? Can anybody guess what this picture is representing?
So
John said Hook.
Captain Hook. Yeah.
There's a big golden hook in the back.
Yeah.
Nice ring on it.
Oh, there. Now I see the hook. I couldn't see it before. Yeah.
And you would be right, John. It would be Captain Hook. Preview of Captain Hook. But again, look. Again, this is what irritates me. You get all these movies that Disney does. It pretty much is. It's hey, Julie McGowan, welcome in. Good to see you. But if you look at the clarity, and again, to me, the lines flow again, John. Is it just me or is it just the
Oh, it's very pretty.
Huh?
It's very pretty, especially the red light in the back.
Yes. That's
it draws you in. To give you that darkness that it has to do with the villain. Because
it draws you in for the picture. You know, it draws you in. It draws you in. It makes you feel like you're in that moment of the movie. Yeah.
I mean, what we're looking at, Debbie, it's actual art that's going to be hanging in on deck 4 of the Destiny. And I think that was all right.
So I hope you get to see those in person, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, the Destiny, I mean, eventually I want to try the Destiny, but it's not on the top of my list at the moment. I actually do want to do the Disney Treasure. I agree, Richard. I do love it. I wish it was. I just wish they would bring that kind of artistry to the films, because it's that kind of artistry that made the original, a lot of the old classic films that we love, that you just don't see today, because half of it's done. I'd say go back to old school as far as I'm concerned. I mean, don't get me wrong, digital stuff is okay, but
I don't think we'll see a traditional hand animated film again for a long time, if ever.
and I would agree with you on that, John.
Yeah.
I would agree with you on that.
Unfortunately, no. But I'm with Dave. I like the old school, but I mean,
Now there are occasionally
art,
some modern ones that are
art
pretty
has
good.
art has changed so drastically throughout, the years, the decades. But yeah,
I wish. Exactly,
Richard. Exactly.
Everybody has gone digital. I mean, it's all gone digital. They lost that creative talent for very, very few. I would totally agree with you.
Good.
And when Lilo and Stitch makes, well, it made 14 million last night in one night. And I think
Really?
that beat every other preview day Disney has ever had. So it's going to make a mint this weekend. I can tell you that.
Have a fun time, Neil.
Yep.
Pixar's fault.
But now I got a question.
I love watching Pixar's.
I just wonder if it's going to be based
At the same time,
like
I do like watching Pixar's.
That's what I want to know.
I like Pixar's movies. I've been sort of watching the last couple of days, mini movies, mini animated movies.
Oh, you mean they're shorts?
And they're mini shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're amazing, and I really love that.
Yep, so my favorite one is called Jerry's Game.
Huh?
Did you see the one with the little old man playing chess with himself?
I don't
know if you know that one. That one's my favorite.
Okay, I have to look. I've been playing a little bit at night because I can't sleep, so I've been playing it at nighttime. I love mini shorts. I love those kind of things.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that obviously that's what I want, because I'm thinking if I can't do the Treasure, the Disney Wish is my next one, which I know is out of Port Canaveral. So, which honestly, I think the Disney Wish will probably be the one I do, David T. But Jordan, you make an excellent point. It's the culture has changed so much that it would be.
Right.
I would agree. Would you guys agree? I mean, that the culture has changed. That I don't know. I don't think the nostalgia would be the same.
But they're remaking everything and they're retelling the same stories. So clearly the stories resonate with today's society.
Right.
If they wouldn't remake the old stories. They would come up with something new if these stories didn't resonate.
Yeah, and Richard, you made a good point there. Pixar was a stepping stone to get fully animated, but it still had the storytelling that Disney has almost seemed to lost. But even now, here's the thing. I question Pixar now. Because to me, even Pixar is starting to lose that storytelling thing. Not like it did when it had the original Toy Story and Cars. But some of these newer movies that Pixar's coming out, it's almost they're losing that storytelling.
Yep. There are only so many Toy Story 5 and 6 and 7 they can
Right.
make.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I don't mind them remaking things, you know, but at the same time, they're remaking them and they're changing the storyline,
Mm,
and I don't like
true.
that. If you're going
Yeah.
to remake it, make it with the same storyline. If not, make a different movie. You know, because if you're gonna make it a classic, the kids gonna know these days. They're gonna have to know the classic, not
Sure.
the made up classic. It doesn't make sense.
And oh man, Jordan. Oh my goodness. Jordan, you brought up, I'm gonna tell you, you
Oh
brought up,
gosh, yeah, I remember that movie.
man, you definitely brought up
Yep, Betty Davis.
I loved The Return from Witch Mountain.
Yeah.
I remember watching that on
actually
Disney
loved it.
Channel.
But
Yeah.
there's a good, you know what? I need to bring back movie reviews. I need to bring back Richard. Do you remember when we were doing some movie reviews? We need to bring back some movies reviews. That now we got John with us. Now we can bring John into it because he can help us cross over some of the.
That's what I would
like,
love to do is
okay,
movie reviews.
Think about it.
Yeah,
to
let's
Witch
do it.
Mountain. Think about it. Race to Witch Mountain. Escape to Witch Mountain versus the original one. Both live action, but one's more of a nostalgia storytelling versus one where it's, yeah, storytelling, but mixture, you had your digital type of stuff. I agree on that, Richard. When Steve Jobs died, Jordan, I fully agree on that one too. That's
Right.
Yep, I agree with that too, David T. I mean, to me, Song of the South was a classic. Oh, really, Joey? That's cool. Because I can remember, I actually saw, I don't know if I was old enough when Witch Mountain came out, but I do remember seeing
I don't
some
remember
of
when that came out. When did that came
to
out?
me,
I think I was already older when those movies came out. I don't know. When did those movies come out? The Witch.
well, now don't get me wrong. I thought they did do. Hey, John, you're pretty with the classics and that. I mean, have you seen the updated version of Race to Witch Mountain with Dwayne
the one
Johnson?
that came out, was it 2010 or 2009 or something?
That came out, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I never watched the remake.
I was like a teenager
Mm.
when those
But
movies
then
came
you
out.
got the original.
The original ones came out in the 70s, right?
Yeah, I was
Uh-huh.
already like 13, 14, 15, something like that. 1978. I was already like 17. I was like 17 years old. So, I mean, I watched them. I mean, they were great movies, but it wasn't like my thing.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember beyond it. Was there? There was a third one to that one. I don't remember there ever being.
Yeah,
there was
a third one, I think.
I just looked it up. There were 5 of them.
Yeah, they were.
Honestly,
There was
there was Escape to Witch Mountain.
Point I'm getting to.
The new ones were not so great.
Richard brought a good point. I think the only reason why that the only reason why this one, the updated version, did as good as it did was because of the person you had in it. I mean, he's a big star, both not only in the WWE, but now he's a big star. I mean, look, he did. I did like Dwayne Johnson in the Jungle Cruise. I thought he did a good job in that movie.
I'm not a big fan of his. He just, I'm not a big
He
fan.
plays
No,
the same
I
character in every
actually-
movie.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with The Rock.
basically, yeah. I'm just not. I just.
I'm
yeah,
okay
I'm not
with
a
The
fan.
Rock, but I loved his father. His father was a good wrestler. But but now The Rock has done some good. He's done a couple of good movies that I liked.
Well, I
won't
remember when
say-
The Mummy Returns came out, and The Rock was featured in that, and that was his first breakout moment.
Yep.
After that, he basically just assumed the same character in every
Basically,
movie.
right. I agree with you, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan.
I like him. I just,
I am just. He's.
eh.
If I want to see him versus some other actor, I'd rather go see another actor.
I just can't believe they're remaking Moana already. It's only been a few years since it came out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're making remakes of classics, like think about it. When they did Flubber with Robin Williams,
Sure.
that
Good
was
example.
based off of the original Absent-Minded Professor,
That's right.
Right.
and
Right.
that was a class again because you had Fred McMurray, who was a very, very well good actor,
Mhm.
and that
Yep. Shaggy DA. That's right.
Yeah.
that
I'm
he
gonna show you.
did. And I actually thought there's my question for, and Richard brought up a good point there too. Rock has that magic touch to just bring out the magic in certain movies. And he did that with Race to Witch Mountain, updated version. He's done that with the Jungle Cruise because he's been involved with like the producing and all that on a lot of these movies. And he's
See,
And-
Flubber did well is because of Robin Williams. People loved Robin Williams. If it was a different actor, I don't think he would have done as well.
I think that's fair.
It's my opinion.
which
Anyway,
one on the Flubber?
yes.
If
it
anybody
wasn't-
else
if
had
it
tried to touch that, it would have failed.
Robin Williams made that movie.
I
he
remember
made
the Shaggy DA.
I mean,
I know-
today they would have made it with Jack Black because
Yeah.
he's in everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
But it still would have not have had the same feel to it.
Yep. Well, I mean, come on. Robin Williams is a one of a
Robin
kind. We'll
Williams
never have
was-
another person like him. So
Listen,
Right.
listen. Robin Williams was the one that set the genie. He was the only one that could touch the remake of Flubber. Once he passed, I mean, let's face it. I mean, that live version of Aladdin with, and don't get me wrong,
oh, Will Smith?
I like Will Smith in certain movies, but he did not do the genie justice. I'm sorry. That's my opinion.
Right. Right.
I don't disagree.
Yep. Same. Yeah. I agree too. Uh-oh. You lost
Oh,
Dave.
he said that about Will Smith, and then the internet had enough.
Yeah, I
Say
will
no
Smith, he's
more.
like-
Will Smith is slapping Dave right now across the internet.
Will Smith did not do that movie any justice. Let's just say it like that.
Just like the internet's not, just like my connection is not doing me justice tonight.
Dave, you just got slapped by Will Smith.
Yes, man.
Yeah, well, I know how to witch slap him too, so you better watch it. I just won't use the B word.
Fair enough.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Well,
You wish you would make cartoon remakes of live action films? Like which ones, Richard?
Make cartoon remakes of go the other way.
Pete's Dragon, Helen Reddy. Yeah. Mickey Rooney.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and I agree.
Oh my
I
gosh.
agree
Yeah.
with Jordan on that one. I'm to the point I won't watch any more of the live actions because they've all sucked. Now,
I don't
well,
mind. I don't mind live actions if they just do it well.
Well, I haven't seen one yet.
I don't mind live actions at all.
my opinion here, I'm going to give you this is the David rating of the live action Disney films.
Oh jeez.
You know what
David.
movie I think they should remake though? I don't know if you remember back in the 70s, there was a movie called The Black Hole. And that movie was quite a story, but it didn't come across well because it was low budget, it had issues, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you remember that movie. I think that would be a fantastic remake.
I don't remember.
You don't
What
remember
was
The
it
Black
about?
Hole?
I
Oh,
don't
well, it
remember.
was about a black
probably
hole.
did,
You
but I
know,
don't
they
remember
were
it.
trying to figure out, what to do with it. And there was this intrigue about androids on the ship and things like that. It was very 70s sci-fi.
Oh,
It
okay. Oh,
oozed
okay. I got
70s. So yeah.
you. Okay. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
But there are some movies I think they can remake. There are some movies that they absolutely should never remake, like Back to the
Exactly.
Future. So
Right. Right. Exactly.
poor
Exactly.
Dave's having trouble tonight.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
The Curse of Will Smith.
It's towards the end of the
Until
month now,
resets on
so
the 9th,
I guess,
I'm back to this type of thing. I mean, until
yeah, it's towards the end of the month. I know, Dave.
I mean, like I said, I'm using a metered connection, so that's why even you guys are sounding garbled to me. I mean, I don't know
All
what I'm
good.
sounding like to you guys, but
You sound fine now.
but I agree with
Yeah.
what. Now, here's something that interesting for that Jordan brought up. I've watched both the updated version of Pete's Dragon, and obviously I love the original Pete's Dragon because listen, I mean, when I was in high school, we did a lot of the camp music in high school from the original Pete's Dragon.
Hmm.
To be fair, Jordan, for this one, here's my thing. The one smart thing that they did with it is they did not try to copy the
Right.
original Pete's Dragon. They
It was
did
more
a
serious.
total different story for it. So, was it as good as the original Pete's Dragon? No. Was it bad? Honestly, I thought the updated Pete's Dragon was a hell of a lot better than some of these other damn remakes that they're making. That again, my rating would go.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I can see that, Richard. Well, sort of.
Oh, what? Why not
Wait a
go the
minute.
other way? That's an interesting.
That's an interesting. I'm not too sure about Mary Poppins. Maybe the Swiss
yeah,
Robinson feeling, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but yeah, that the one thing, Jordan, is that it's not even close to repeating. At least they stepped away from Pete's Dragon. It's totally different than what the original Pete's Dragon was. So honestly, I would say at least see it once. Now, is it a movie I would continuous to watch? Probably not, but it would be worth seeing at least once. That's an interesting point. What's your opinion on this one, John?
Again, I don't think we'll ever see a handmade animated film in quite a while.
Right.
The market economics just don't work for it anymore. Now, if we do it digitally animated, maybe could work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah, and that would be true too. But like John said, that the chances of them, the problem is, I don't know if I could ever see Mary Poppins being fully animated. I can't.
no, I
Well,
can't.
parts of it
Because
were.
they did such a good job with invoking animation with
Right.
Right.
Mary
Right.
Poppins.
Yeah, so how you
and
how are you
here's the
going to
thing,
introduce
what's
how
her
you
name?
introduce animated? What I'm saying
Well,
is, how
think
can
about
you
it.
do
When Mary Poppins
animated
came
in an
out,
animated film? You know,
Well,
it
it'd be
doesn't.
like Roger Rabbit at that point, where you're mixing and matching.
well, and think about it. What's her name that owned Mary Poppins was not too thrilled when they put the animation into the Mary Poppins movie, or with the change, the fact that they made her more, they settled her down and made her more friendly than what she was in the actual books. Because
Mm.
believe it or not, I've read the books on Mary Poppins, and Mary Poppins is more cold. I don't want to say cold-hearted, but more dry and stern, and not so much stern, but she doesn't have that caring personalities that Julie Andrews brought to Mary Poppins
Right.
in the books.
And Richard, they kind of did that in the movie Enchanted with Amy Adams. They had started with a
That's
cartoon and they had her
Yeah.
pop out into the real world. Now,
Right,
granted, she
yeah.
didn't stay in cartoon form, but there's some precedent for that.
That's true.
I'm glad you answered that one because I wouldn't know how to answer that one on that one. Yeah, I agree, Jordan. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hire a new creative department and make an original content. And that's about what they need to do.
Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier, Jordan.
And if you can't do that, then hire me. I'll fire every one of them, and I'll make sure we bring some new content. I'll bring it to Dave's Disney Dream content. I guarantee you'll all love it.
The problem is Disney's recent quote unquote original content hasn't been doing well. You have movies like Soul and Wish and
Right.
other movies that are original, and they haven't done nearly as well as the remakes have. So, what are they going to do? They're going to keep chasing the remakes.
See, which kills me is why are they not coming up? Why can't they find somebody? There's got to be somebody within that company that can come up with some original content.
Oh, they have been. It's just not been good original content.
Right. I mean, they're good. They're good. No, they're good. But
Sure, I overstated my point, but yeah.
They'll be okay movies, but they're not going to be classics that we grew up in, and we continue to be classics.
Yeah, they won't remember it 20
people
years
not
from now.
Remember what these movies are 20 years from now.
Yeah.
So maybe some of the older people may have get it, but most part they're not going to remember what those are.
They're honestly, basically, they're taking old films that they've used and maybe doing a little bit of twist to them and still using the same content.
But then it doesn't make sense that it's a remake. That's not a remake to me. If you're going to change the storyline or twist it around a little bit, it's not a remake. It's not.
That's like what they did with Snow White. Snow White changed all kinds of stuff.
Right, exactly. Cinderella has changed storylines. I don't know, from movie to movie, they changed storylines with Cinderella. It's ridiculous.
Yes, I'm with Jordan.
I'm going to do this one, and then we're going to get to Jordan's comment because I like this both. Some of them would work.
That's true. Yes, I like that.
I could see Indiana Jones being a good cartoon animated. I can see the Mighty Ducks being, but the Love Bug out of that list, Richard, I don't think the Love Bug would make it as an animated cartoon. But the other two, yeah, I can see.
Right.
Now,
Now
And
that
I like
I,
Jordan's
that I wouldn't
comment here.
mind. That I wouldn't mind if you watch other countries their on take of those movies and how they present them. That would be interesting. That's different. That I like that idea.
Well, Greece,
Yeah.
we did Hercules. So
Yeah,
Right.
I don't understand this. Why, John? Your family has been involved with Disney for so long.
Sure.
Why do you think they stopped doing that? Because Disney did that a lot of times through the whole early years of their animation movies and everything. They would go to the different countries to use some of these animals and study some of these cultures. Why do you think they quit doing that these days? I mean,
I'm not sure they have quit.
Has the culture thing changed that so much that they stopped?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's an accurate assertion. I think you look at Hercules. That's from Greece, right? You look at the recent one with South America. Now, granted, they could spread out a little bit more, but I can easily count recent movies that are based on foreign cultures. I do agree with Jordan, though. I think we should do more of it because there are a lot of great stories out there that we can mine. Encanto, thank you. I couldn't think of it.
Oh,
and
oh my
Luca. Yeah.
Well,
see,
that's an interesting one. That would be in.
Right. I just mentioned Luca.
I don't know
That's
about
right.
that, Richard. The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. I love that movie. I don't know if I can see that one being animated. I don't.
Good night, David T.
Good night, David T.
I know they haven't stopped doing it. It just seems like they don't do it as much as they used to anymore. Or are you okay? He meant more of it. Yeah. Why don't they do more of it? I mean, Richard Wright, they did do it for Luca, but why aren't they doing it more?
Mulan was China
Than what they used to. I mean, Richard was right. Was it Richard or Jordan that said?
Aladdin was the Middle East. Beauty and the Beast was France.
Study South America. Why
Hunchback.
Aren't
in fact, I think recent movies have been more foreign than Disney has been.
And that
historically.
who's it? What is that movie with all the animals?
Meet the Robinsons? No. Oh.
They were like all the animals, and they were like in Africa and
Madagascar. That was not Disney. But,
yes, yeah.
But I get your point. That was DreamWorks.
That was a good movie.
Yep.
I like that. That shows creativity.
I agree with Jordan. We should find more cultures and do more of that.
I agree, Jill.
I love culture. I love different countries.
That actually, Jill. That one I'm going to throw at John. That Jill brought up a good point.
Yeah.
Stepping away from animation, I'm just curious because you're looking at, okay, I can see bringing Encanto into Animal Kingdom because where you look at it, it was kind of, I don't know. I mean, do you see Encanto fitting in there? I mean,
no.
And then, of course, you can see them bringing Indiana Jones.
Oh. We lost him again. Yeah, I could see Indiana Jones fitting into that area better. Not so sure about Encanto.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the more that they diverge away from the core theme of that theme park, the more trouble they'll be in. I mean, the theme park is about animals. It's not about Encanto. It's not about Indiana Jones. So they're treading on thin ice, in my opinion, because they're verging farther and farther away from the core mission of the theme park.
Right.
Well,
hello, Dave.
I don't know. Yeah, Enchanted one. I didn't care. Enchanted 1 was okay, but
I liked Enchanted.
The second Enchanted sucked. Big
I
Yeah,
never saw
Oliver
the
and
second one. Oliver
and I
and
really
Company.
never, and
yeah.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of Enchanted 1 either, really, because it's just it kind of reminds me of Rapunzel kind of a little bit. Though I did like Tangled. Don't get me wrong, I love Tangled.
Tangled came out after Enchanted.
My question,
No,
I'm
yeah,
just sitting here now that Jill brought that up. I'm trying to imagine what that area is going to look like when they input Indiana Jones and Encanto in that area where Dinosaur Land used to be.
yeah. They need to bring more of the cultures that have the animals, like South Africa
Sure.
with elephants and
Sure.
things like that they need to bring into animal. Like you said, Animal Kingdom is about the animals.
Yes, and if they did Africa very well, they did Asia very well. If they do
Yes.
South America in the same style, I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to me to be a vehicle to bring more, I hate to say it, but IP into the park. And I'm okay with some IP. IP is how Disneyland originally was founded. But when you start compromising the core theme of the theme park,
Right. Exactly.
It's not so hot.
Well, you know what? I'll give Disney a big thing. They just need to make a Dave's Disney Dreamland, and we'll be all good.
There you go.
See, they get enough of me, they'll attract everybody. There we go. There's your answer, Disney.
Thailand would be great.
Either it'll succeed or it'll fail and chase everybody out. One of the two.
That's why I think Epcot has changed a bit too. Epcot when it first originally, that's what I loved when I first loved about Epcot was the culture and the, and they've gotten away from it. And
Jordan, I would love to see I would love to see some new lands. I would love to see new countries come in.
The countries, yes. And bring back more learning about the culture of the countries. They've gotten away from it. And that's what I loved about it when I first saw Epcot.
Yeah, I would love to see Brazil come in there and a couple other ones. Thailand would be another good one to bring in there. To me, I wouldn't mind them bringing in like Vietnam in there.
Yeah.
But
you do know why those countries weren't originally included, right?
Were they even considered when they created World Showcase, John?
They were considered, but which countries have the most sponsorship money?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Now maybe they can put them in Animal Kingdom and continue the country theme with Africa and Asia and in Thailand. I think that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Because they got some of the Asian countries in there. And Jaguar. Do they got Jaguars in Animal Kingdom? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen
leopards. I don't know about jaguars.
Yeah.
Has any of you guys seen any of the jaguars on Kilimanjaro?
I don't recall.
I
They have other big cats, though. I remember they were planning Israel at one point.
Yeah, to me, Israel is underestimated. They should put an Israel one into.
I don't think they can these days. It's too much of a controversial topic.
That's the problem. A lot of these countries are now very controversial now, so they have to be very politically correct. Unfortunately, with that, So
exactly. There's some countries I don't think you'll see there because of the political climate that's going on.
Yeah, there won't be any North Korea in World Showcase. I'll tell you that anytime soon.
Oh no, you ain't gonna see no North Showcase, and you won't. Yeah, you're not gonna see no North Korea.
Can you imagine?
They might have to drop an atom bomb on it.
Oh boy.
Spain. See?
Yeah, Spain was one of the
Jill
original.
brought another one. Spain is
I
another
love
one. Why don't
Spain.
we have a Spain?
It was planned. They had a full boat ride planned and everything for Spain.
I would love Spain. Oh my
Yep.
God, I would be in heaven if I had that Spain.
I would love to see a Spain in World Showcase.
Yes.
Yep.
As long as they don't go talking Spanish.
Why not? All the other countries they speak.
Do I look like I talk Spanish?
Have you been to the Mexico
All the other
Pavilion?
countries have people that speak the different languages. And wait a minute, hey, excuse me, Mr. Dave. My ancestors came from Spain. Okay, so hush.
No hablo español. So no speako.
But what about Norwegians
Exactly.
and Germans and Italian,
Exactly. They all
French?
Exactly.
Well, if they started doing that, then we would all be in big trouble because I'm sure 20% most of the people don't speak some of that language.
Yeah, God forbid they speak the original language in the countries in World Showcase.
Exactly.
James Bond theme park. That's a great idea. I like that. Dave can be odd job and throw his hat around. Or maybe he'd prefer to be a Goldfinger.
I love it.
Mama D can be one of the Bond girls.
All right. Well, we're going to let you guys get a chance to take a drink of water or something real quick. Meantime, I'm going to do this real quick.
Oh, he's going to disappear is what he's going to do.
Exactly. Oh, my goodness.
Are we supposed to act out the trailer? Because I don't have it memorized. Watch the rotating circle. Okay, there he is. Try that again, Dave.
But it's cleared out my whole chat screen. This has got to stop. I feel like I'm on a rotating. I feel like I'm in one of those spin doors. What is that one episode on The Next Generation where they go into a casino?
Oh,
through that.
You had to remind me of that one. Is that the one where Data says, I need a new pair of shoes, and he rolls the dice?
Hey, I would if I was on a cruise. Hey, maybe let me see some snake eyes.
Wow, Jordan's pulling out the
the
real Bond knowledge here. A James Bond theme park would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Yep.
Good gravy. I was having trouble doing that. What the world's going? Having trouble bringing up the. Wow. This thing's getting.
I didn't know if you wanted us to act it out.
There's so many good movies out there that are such classics. Yeah. Oh, really, Joe? Uh-oh.
Poor Dave.
The internet doesn't like them today. I think that they should have. I don't. Was it MGM?
In Vegas?
Yeah, no, MGM in Disney.
Okay.
Where?
Well, MGM was originally this Hollywood Studios. It was Disney MGM
right.
Studios.
And I wish they'd bring back where they did more of the movies.
You mean Hollywood Studios is supposed to have something to do with Hollywood?
Yes.
What? Perish the thought. Oh my goodness.
But I'm saying, I mean, I mean, that's what Gosh.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios is my biggest disappointment right now. It's
Yes,
just a
exactly. Yes.
hodgepodge of random stuff now.
Yeah, there you go. Hodgepodge.
It,
Anyway,
exactly.
all right, guys, we're going to take a minute break, let you guys get a drink of water if you need it, and we'll be right back.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise #1. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through. Pack your bags and set your sights. We're cruising seas and booking flights from the ports to the waves where dreams come alive. Dave Cantrell is here to guide your ride. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we've got your cruising covered through and through.
Okay, I drank my
All
water.
right. Well, we're back. Yes. Oh, and look at that. Debbie's already on top of the link. But yeah, so see, there you go. My personal opinion is I think we just all need to take a trip and take over a Disney cruise, and we'll design our own ship.
There you go. Have your own shenanigans.
Oh God.
We're just gonna take over a Disney cruise ship and design our own Disney theme park
There you go.
on the ship.
Now that I would love to do.
Hey,
Design.
hey, John, and I even promised Debbie we'll make sure we've got rolling trash cans on the ship for her.
With poles on top. Sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, was it Richard? Richard wanted to make animated people out of real life, so we should have an animated Debbie.
You wanted to make an animated Debbie?
Sure, why not?
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Oh, there he goes again. Put another quarter in the meter, Dave. I don't know if people know what meters are these days anymore.
Oh my God. That would be actually Dave.
Yep. Ran out of quarters.
Ran
do
our
you do?
quarters.
Well, good night, everybody. No, kidding.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you.
You guarantee me what?
He moves out. Oh, Jordan says he's moving on from the water at this point.
Yeah. It's still clear. No. What were you about to say, Dave? You guarantee us what?
I don't know. I guarantee you that the animated Debbie would work better than my connection. That's what I was going to say. I think
Trying
we
to
could
visualize
put
that, but okay.
animated Debbie's. I think we could put animated Debbie's in at Epcot and Magic Kingdom, and I bet you they'd fly off the shelves.
There you go.
I don't know about that.
And when August gets here, I'll make sure I got my running shoes on.
That's right. We all need a plush Debbie.
I'm already plush as it is. I'm trying to get rid of this plush.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh my goodness. Hey, see, we had fun shenanigans without the shenanigans.
There you go. Jordan has a
On the
question
new
for you,
villain
Dave.
show. I don't know. I'd have to find out more about the villain show. What do you think on it, John?
I honestly haven't seen it, so I don't know. So I need to go do some research.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to actually. If I knew more about it, Jordan, I'd be able to give you an opinion, but I still have to do more research on the show myself.
Most of my feed this week has been taken up by people going to Epic yesterday. That's all I've been scrolling through. Are you going out to Epic at any point, Dave?
The what?
Epic Universe.
Am I going to Epic Universe?
Yeah.
2 words, kind of mine.
Oh,
Okay, but hey, Jordan, I promise you, and John, maybe me and you can do research on it between us, and then maybe if you'll come back and then we can talk about it. I wouldn't mind doing that on a Friday night, just talking about the villain show, because everything they seem to be releasing right now has to do with villains.
Yep.
They're releasing a lot. I mean, think about it. We looked at Destiny. Half of the artwork is going to be based on the villains.
That's true.
You got the new land coming to Magic Kingdom, and they're releasing, and from even Monorail Maui said it. It seems that villain merchandise is showing up at all the parks.
Yep.
right.
So I don't know. I mean, if you're up to it, John, maybe we can do research
I'll check
on
it out.
and then we'll come back and
Yeah, I would check that
and
out.
even
I don't know
Debbie can
much
do
about
some
it.
research and give her opinion.
Yeah. I have to do
We'll make
research
sure
on it. I
she
don't
even
know
has a
about it.
higher trash can so she can sit on it.
Now, Dave, have you seen the new out on the West Coast? Have you seen the new Paint the Light show?
Oh
The
my God,
nighttime
I've
show.
seen that. That is
Isn't that gorgeous?
amazing. Oh my God, love it.
Dave, if you
What
haven't seen
about
this,
if
you
they
need to
tell
check
you-
it out. You've got to check it out, Dave. It's just gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am going to tell you this, and I'm going to get backlash from everybody in the Disney community.
Yeah?
I, for the first time, have seen a show that outdoes Disney, that outdid Disney.
Okay, what is it?
And I wish people could do it. Now, we know that Disney is using drones.
Oh,
Or
okay.
have used drones.
Okay.
But I wish whoever was doing it would learn off of what Liberty University did.
Yeah, you showed that last time.
I think, did I tell you about that, John?
You did. I remember looking it up. It's pretty impressive.
Okay, so you did look that up. Did you
Very
watch
nice
the whole
film.
show?
Yeah.
300,
Yes.
that was
Yes.
300 drones in the air at the same time. Why can't Disney be that imaginative? and
Well, they
create-
do, but they do it in
Really,
Paris.
honestly, you look at what that show did, it was quite impressive.
They have been doing it, Dave, but they've been
Yeah.
doing it in France and not in
They
Florida,
have.
not in
I
Anaheim.
don't know. I just, I don't know. I still say Disney needs some work on it, though.
Yeah. But I think they have a
Uh-oh.
drone show in Disney Springs now, don't they?
Bill's already getting her stuff from Disneyland. 70 of merchandise.
Yeah, very nice, Jill.
Yeah, they have a drone show in Disney Springs now, don't they? I don't know if it's
No,
300.
They did it special for something, but then
Mm.
it only ran for like 2-3 months.
The problem with
And
the US is that,
it was part of the 50th. I think it was part of the 50th celebration.
right. The problem with the US is that we're very lawsuit happy. And if one of these drones just drops,
Right.
you can imagine what would happen.
Well,
So they have to be very
yeah.
careful.
Right.
Well, and here's the thing too. Plus, it depends on what your ordinances are for
Right.
that area of the, what are your city ordinances or county ordinances for that? I mean, obviously Lynchburg, they're so far spread out, and where they got it, they can do it without anybody seriously getting hurt.
Right. So
because
forget
I've been at
LA,
that-
forget Anaheim.
I've been at that school, and I know they got the space to do it so that if any of the drones drop, it wouldn't land on top of anybody or hurt anybody.
Sure.
Right.
But they could do it over Seven Seas Lagoon, for example, in
Right,
Florida.
yeah.
They could do stuff like that.
Hey, what if we here's a good show. What if we put Debbie on one of the drones? I know you're adding that to the list too, Debbie.
Like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, see,
You
you
fly
can be
around like Tinkerbell.
You can be Tinkerbell Mama D.
Well, Tinkerbell is my what's we call it? What did Pete does the thing? The Hall of Fame.
Oh, Hall of
Tinkerbell's
Fame.
my Hall of Fame character.
Interesting, I tell you. I don't know about you guys. We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I'm a little tired. I'm not feeling
well, my
very well.
body's been crazy, and I need to try to get it all. See, the drone show presents Tinkerbell Debbie. See, Jill likes it, Debbie.
Tinker Debbie.
Hey.
There you go. I'll mention it to the Godfather.
Okay.
Good night, Jordan.
Yeah. Good night, Jordan. Yeah, I'm getting a
Good
little
night,
tired.
Jordan.
and
Anyway,
feeling
guys,
very-
but yeah.
Not feeling very
Well,
great right
anyway,
now. So.
don't forget tomorrow night, Disney Cafe chat. Monday night, I will be having a special guest on Disney Life. Dean from the Live Place is going to be on with me.
Oh, nice.
He's going to
Cool.
come back on. He's coming back on with me, so I'm going to have Dean from the Live Place on Monday.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like him.
Wait, 24, yeah. Monday's 26, yeah. So Monday night he'll be on it. So Monday night we're going to probably end up doing, it'll be, actually the Disney Life will be actually a special time on Monday. I've got to do a thumbnail tomorrow night. Or I'll do a thumbnail tomorrow sometime. Disney Life will actually be at a special time at 9:30.
Okay.
But that's because I had to work with Dean's schedule. So so at that point I figure I'll get whoever I get, because I don't know what Pete's streaming. I don't know what Pete will be streaming. I know
What day is this?
Monday, Memorial Day.
Monday. Well, I don't know. I think Monday he should be back home. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know how long he's staying in Boston with the game.
So
Monday he should
yeah,
be.
Monday. But so 9:30 Monday night. Dean from the Live Place. Tuesday,
Okay.
we will be back to our 6 o'clock show, the Vocation Oasis.
Good dokies.
Not sure.
Very good.
I'm gonna do some more cruising next week too. I've been on a cruise kick lately.
Nothing wrong with
'Cause
that.
I'm ready to hit the high seas. That's all I'm telling you. I cannot wait till I do my 2 cruises next year and I can stream them going, hey guys, you should all be enjoying the ocean.
Okay.
And you won't act like you're watching Zootopia. Going like that. You'll be the opposite of Zootopia.
Hey, hey, as long as I get to be on my cruise, I'm happy.
There you go.
Hey, and as long as I can get my 24/7 pizza, I'm even more happy.
Simple pleasures, right?
Yep.
Hey, and there's a few of us in this community that we all agree we got to have our 24/7 hour pizza.
There you
in
go.
the store.
Or ice cream. Or cake.
Or ice cream,
Or
too.
churros.
or ice cream with chocolate.
Ice cream.
syrup on the pizza.
Ice cream over pizza any day. Yes, ice cream over pizza.
Do it just like Shaggy and Scooby. Chocolate ice cream or chocolate syrup and vanilla ice cream on a pizza. There you go. You can
Sure.
have all three things. You can have
With
all
anchovy.
three things in one shot.
That's gross.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Dave, I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
I've tried
understand
it.
your
It's
taste buds.
delicious. It's delicious.
Dave, I don't understand your taste buds. It's a little out there.
Hey, it's delicious. Trust me.
Hey,
And
look,
it's healthy and nutritious.
No,
You
it's
get
not.
milk,
Hey,
you
I just
get
lost.
meat.
I lost 8 pounds so far.
Hey,
Okay,
you'll get all your ingredients that you
50
need
more
all in one
pounds.
shot. So see, there you go.
52 more pounds to go.
But don't you want to be a plush? I thought we established that.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I
you don't want to
have
be
too
a
much-
plush.
I
Okay.
don't want to be a plush.
Debbie don't
No.
want to be a plush. Listen. Actually, she wants those 2 plushes that Pete was showing earlier. He wants those out. She wants that mini or Alice Wonderland plushes.
No.
You know, I could actually see them making an Alice in the Wonderwood plush of Debbie.
What?
I can see it. Next
Okay.
to the Mad Hatter. All right. I got a jet.
Listen.
Thank you all.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
thank you,
gotta-
John. Thank you for coming in, guys. You didn't have to, but it made it more fun, and we got to look at some interesting work. We had some good, interesting conversation tonight. And look at that, Debbie. Everybody, look at that, Mama D. Everybody behaved. So, what can you say?
The night is
Everybody-
young, though.
Everybody behaves for Mama D.
That's right.
But unfortunately, now I got to go start doing a little bit of packing before I can go to bed tonight. So,
Oh, that's
I
right.
got
You're
a
going
little
to
bit more. I've got some
you're
work
going
I've got
to,
to do. So I'm
Michigan.
gonna put a movie on my computer, and I guess go through some things and start packing.
What you're going to Michigan, right? Right, Dave?
No, I'm going to Michigan, but I've got to start packing because I have to move to the
Oh,
new
that's right.
place by
That's
next
right.
weekend.
The different place. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've got to move to the new place by next weekend. So,
Oh, okay.
and
So we'll
hopefully
see
I'll
a
be
different-
closer to Lake City, so maybe the connections will be better.
Yep.
And it will have a different setting, a different studio.
Oh, it'll be a little bit smaller, but you know we can try to fit a motorized trash can so that you got
Yeah.
a place to fit, Debbie. And with
All
that,
right.
I'm gonna run out the door before she comes to kill me.
August is coming fast, Mr. Dave.
That's true.
August is coming fast.
August is coming really quickly. Trust me.
You know that old saying from Game of Thrones, winter is coming. Well, it's not winter, it's August.
Anyway, all right. Jill had to head out. Anyways, so John, you're 10 o'clock, same time, 10 o'clock on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Right?
Actually, I'm going to try a slightly different time. I'm trying 9:30 Eastern because I got a
Okay,
lot of
so-
feedback that people on the East Coast, they really want to watch live, but 10's a little bit too late. So I'm going to move it up a little bit. We'll see how it
You're
goes.
gonna move it up a little bit at
Just a
9:30.
bit.
Cool.
You'll see
That
how it goes.
actually works for me. Because at that point in time, I try to listen, but now that we're
No, I
on
get
our
it.
summer hours,
get it.
I go to 10 hours.
Yeah,
so
and
I'm
I
definitely up
unfortunately
early.
missed it this last Tuesday. So
No worries. It's
But-
on YouTube.
But you've done a good show, and I've
Thank
caught
you.
the shows, and boy, you like I said, you're hitting it out of the park, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
We'll keep having
So
fun.
again, guys, Debbie, can you? I know you're on that end. Can you throw his link in one more time, guys? So 9:30, you say, John?
9:30 Tuesday.
Okay, make sure you guys go catch John at 9:30 on
Eastern.
Tuesday. Can you? Which one are you
You're
looking
getting
at
it
this
this
week,
minute.
Don?
We're doing the Matterhorn bobsleds on Tuesday. So it's a very, very,
Matterhorn bobsled. All right, sweet.
very, very famous attraction
that
that
ought to
Walt
be an
was very
interesting
passionate
one.
about.
Yes, that ought to be an interesting one.
Yep. There's a lot of history
That
behind it.
actually, if I remember correctly from behind the Imagineering show, that had some interesting stories when it was being built.
Sure did. And Bob Gurr is on record by saying it was the hardest project he's ever worked on.
So to me, that's going to be, and like I said, I love the Disney Imagineering show on Disney Plus, and I loved all the behind stories. But you take it. Not only do you throw that information out that they use, but you go up and beyond, which is beautiful.
Appreciate
Which
it.
is great.
Standing on the
Yep.
shoulders of giants. So I appreciate it.
So yeah, make sure you guys go catch him at 9:30 on Tuesday. And don't worry, we'll make sure Mama D's back next week so we can stir up some more shenanigans for her.
There you go.
Or make her join us tomorrow night and we can stir up some shenanigans too on the cafe chat. There you go. Even better.
There's no end of shenanigans.
I don't know what kind of shenanigans. We'll find something to stir up.
That's right. Thank you for having us on, Dave.
Yes,
No,
thank you,
thank you
Dave.
for coming on. It's been interesting because I really, especially when I knew I was going to show the artwork, and I really would. It's nice to have other people's opinion on it.
Mhm.
And you saw the same thing I did. That the clarity of that artwork that they're putting on the Destiny, just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it almost captures the scenes.
Right, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
The first one actually captured a scene that you would actually see in.
Right,
Snow
that's what I'm
White.
saying. It pulls you in. You actually feel like you're part of it.
Mm-hmm. And then I actually see. I really didn't look at that second one, so I didn't. That was actually kind of surprised that it was Prince John. I really didn't pay attention to the second one. I caught the third one, which I knew was Hook. But so that was interesting that they actually put Prince John in there because they hardly ever used the animated Robin Hood movie for anything.
Right. Right.
So anyway, so thank you for you both being here tonight. Thank you to everybody that's come in and gone out, and thanks to Pete for the raid. I love it. I've gained a few more people, which hopefully they'll come and join us and give us some more people to hang out with on Friday nights after Pete's show, and
Yep.
we'll have to bring out the real hijinx so that they can see what really goes on in these shows.
There you go.
Of course,
Yeah.
I got my Halo, so I'll be behaving.
You have to find a new one.
You're right.
That's right.
You're right. I'm gonna.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Nice. Good timing, Dave. Good timing.
Exactly.
I don't know. Is he going to come back and say goodnight?
I would hope so. We
Poor
can't close.
Dave.
We can't close the stream without him. So
I can't do it for him.
I can't either.
Let's give him a second.
Hmm. So how are you, John?
I'm hanging in. We'll see if Dave comes back. Maybe he's just testing us.
Oh. Well, he has to because he has to close out the stream.
That's
I don't
right.
have I don't have the ability to do that.
And normally he comes back by now. I
Yeah,
don't know what's up.
yeah.
Hmm.
No. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to start walking a little bit tomorrow.
That's good.
I'm gonna
Do you have
be
any other
doing
plans this weekend?
No, to clean my apartment.
Yeah.
Not clean, but get rid of crap.
Yep.
Put things away. I'm still not with any air conditioning. I need to call my financial. I'm like trying to delay it, but I need to call my air conditioner. I mean, my financial people and get the money
Yep.
for my new air conditioner. I'm trying to delay it, but I don't think I could delay it anymore because the weather's too hot here in Florida. And
You got to have that. That's a
I
requirement.
can't. I'm having a hard time breathing here,
Mhm.
so.
Well,
But
I don't know if Dave's coming back, so
come on, Dave. You can't leave the thing on. I mean, you could go, but I'll
you
stay on.
imagine just
But
still going live
but
or
he needs to come back on because I need to. We need to close the stream. We can't let the stream. There he is.
there he is. Maybe.
There he is.
All right.
Hey,
Hopefully.
So I can end this quickly before I'm just going to switch to my phone, guys,
perfect.
so I can end this. Again, thank you for coming on, John and Debbie.
No
No
problem.
problem.
Make sure it's up so you can hear.
Yeah.
But Jill, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for being in here. Thank you for those that are new, that subscribe to me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show and you guys will come back and join us. And who knows, maybe you'll come and join us over on some of the travel shows that I do on my other channel. So with that, again, I'm going to say, from the world of Disney Magical Theme Park, may you wish upon a star and the dreams come true. Have a magical day. Bye-bye, guys.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Bye.